Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the rest of the 9 games in Fanatical's Platinum Collection of January 2024 that I did not pick initially, to help you in picking your 7 games. By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have King's Bounty II Duke's Edition, a game that attempts a delicate fusion of RPG and tactics, but sadly it falters in both domains. Despite sporadic sparks of enjoyment in hex-based battles, the game loses its allure amid extensive and uninspiring world exploration. You, as the player, are tasked with choosing from 3 characters, each embarking on a predictable narrative to avert a looming magical catastrophe. However, the lackluster role-playing, coupled with poor writing and subpar voice acting, contributes to an overall bland and forgettable experience. The game noticeably lacks a distinct personality, with a realistic art style that feels somewhat outdated, failing to capture the whimsical charm of its predecessors. While the world design boasts intricate details, it succumbs to excessive and tedious wandering, overshadowing any moments of potential charm. Combat systems, though serviceable, lack the innovation one might expect, and the user interface hampers the potential enjoyment of tactical engagements. Both your commander and troops accrue experience, yet the choices are firmly aligned with factions, restricting the scope of meaningful roleplay. Despite the allure of an attractively designed environment, encounters are disappointingly fixed, adding an unwelcome monotony to the overall experience. The game's pace feels sluggish, with the expansive environments lacking a clear sense of purpose. King's Bounty II falls considerably short of expectations, offering a regrettably mediocre experience that struggles to immerse players in its unremarkable fantasy world. The Duke's Edition includes new weapons like the Rod of Deception, Frost Hammer, the Staff of Harmony, Tyrant's Sword, and the Armor of the Hollow armor set. The Heroes and Villains premium pack features various skins. Additionally, King's Watchdogs, a digital art book, and a digital soundtrack are included in its comprehensive package. At number 2 we have Road 96 Mile Zero, a surprising prequel experience to Road 96, intertwining rhythm action elements with the charm of the original game. This installment merges rhythm action elements with the narrative, offering fans of Road 96 a unique experience. The game delves into the lives of characters Zoe and Kaito in the 90s USA-adjacent dictatorship Petria. The storyline revolves around Kaito and Zoe's friendship, exploring their contrasting lives in the small town of White Sands. The narrative, driven by character interactions and rhythm action tracks, provides insight into the characters' backgrounds and motivations. While the prequel introduces story variations and multiple endings based on your choices, the general trajectory aligns with the overarching theme. Mile Zero's gameplay includes exploration, minigames, and rhythm races, creating a dynamic and engaging experience. The integration of original and licensed music enhances the surreal atmosphere, although moments tackling serious themes may feel slightly out of place with the overall cartoony visuals. The binary approach to politics in the game simplifies character development, impacting the relationship between Kaito and Zoe based on your choices. Despite its somewhat straightforward political narrative, the game's first-person segments, minigames, and interactions add emotional depth, providing a closer look at the characters' lives. While not an essential addition to the Road 96 universe, Mile Zero offers an enduring continuation for fans, showcasing the developer's commitment to character exploration. At number 3 we have Wolfenstein II The New Colossus, an exceptional first-person shooter game that challenges you to fight against the Nazi oppression. The game's greatest asset is its diverse and interesting cast of characters, which adds depth to the overall story. The heroes are flawed, yet strong, and their presence is felt throughout the game, making it more than just a shooter game. The game's environments are impressive and provide variety, but the game is still a corridor shooter. While the shooting mechanics are top-notch, the game can be unforgiving, and sneaking around is difficult. Wolfenstein II The New Colossus provides multiple ways to tackle the levels, including using contraptions, multiple weapons, stealth, and melee attacks, which can become repetitive. The game's storyline is a juggling act between humor, horror, and tragedy, and it does so masterfully. Despite its occasional flaws, the game is grotesque, cathartic, beautiful, and shocking, and it is an excellent addition to the Wolfenstein franchise. This game is highly recommended for those looking for a shooter game that is more than just shooting, or if you just want to murder and blow some Nazis up. At number 4 we have Homestead Arcana, a game that presents a magical farming simulation where you, as a witch, must cultivate crops to ensure the survival of the remaining human population in the face of a looming environmental crisis caused by the miasma. You employ magical spells to grow and harvest crops, selling them to a local vendor. The gameplay involves exploring the world, gathering resources, and crafting. However, the vast, seemingly empty spaces and limited interactions with NPCs contribute to a somewhat lonely and unfinished feel. The cartoonish aesthetics of Homestead Arcana work to its advantage, providing a simple and visually pleasing experience. Despite occasional visual stutters, the overall graphical performance is smooth. The game's world, though expansive, may feel devoid of meaningful interactions. The farming and crafting mechanics, along with various crafting stations, offer a typical simulation experience. However, the limited space for farming and building raises questions about the game's overall depth and potential. While the concept and story are intriguing, the experience is marred by bugs, such as quest completion issues, leading to potential frustration for players. Homestead Arcana attempts to stand out with its unique approach, but the game feels incomplete. The story, although dark, maintains a hopeful undertone. The sound design, graphics, and performance are acceptable, but the abundance of empty spaces leaves much to be desired. Homestead Arcana falls into the category of aggressively okay. While it endeavors to offer a fresh and distinct experience, its shortcomings, including bugs and an underutilized game world, hinder its potential. The game's current state suggests that it may benefit from further development and polishing, and I hope that they do. And number 5 we have Evil Genius II World Domination, a game that immerses you in the treacherous yet thrilling world of a frothing megalomaniac. This management game catapults you into the role of a villainous mastermind, constructing a secret lair on a volcanic island and plotting chaos worldwide. The game brilliantly combines base building with plate-spinning challenges, offering a visually superb and entertaining experience. The vibrant cartoonish style adds a delightful touch to the meticulous detail and comic animations, making the base building phase pure entertainment. From constructing barracks and cafeterias to elaborate inner sanctums, Evil Genius 2 captures the essence of creating an evil lair. However, the middle game introduces a somewhat empty feeling, characterized by long-winded missions and complex objectives. The simulation elements, including managing resources like broadcast strength and intel, can obstruct progress. The emphasis shifts to expanding your criminal network and defending your base from increasingly capable enemy agents. Despite occasional frustrations and overlong missions, Evil Genius 2 excels when it hits its stride. Challenging gameplay involves juggling finances, monitoring the world to prevent heat lockdowns, and dealing with enemy agents. The game offers imaginative features like recruiting rival crime bosses and brainwashing enemy agents. Evil Genius 2 successfully captures the cat-stroking, mustache-twirling fun of being a calculating supervillain. While it could benefit from shorter mission lengths, the game's stylish presentation and engaging challenges make it a superb and surprisingly challenging management title. On the scale of criminal masterminds, it stands as a Dr. Evil, funny and equipped, but not quite the full Blofeld. If you're wondering who Dr. Evil and Blofeld are, you obviously aren't from the 90s or earlier. At number 6 we have Dice Legacy, a city building game with a surprising twist. This game might start off unassuming, but beneath its surface lies a relentless challenge of survival. While you're constructing a medieval town, you're simultaneously preparing for intense battles against a rival settlement called the Others. Starting with seemingly routine tasks such as building homes and assigning workers, you'll quickly realize that this game isn't about placid expansion. Instead, you're managing chunky dice that represent your workforce. These dice navigate a variety of environments, matching icons to gather resources like wood, food, and more. The game constantly keeps you on your toes with dice durability, a limited resource that adds strategic depth as you decide whether to re-roll or preserve their usefulness. Combat is where the game shifts gears. Dice can be wounded, infected by plague, or frozen during winter, adding layers of complexity to the gameplay. You'll find yourself in constant juggle between maintaining resources, dice durability, and warding off threats. The game's unique elements continue with the reproductive process, where dice procreate within the house. You can empower dice faces, fuse dice for more potency, and manage different classes of dice to build an effective society. Yet, the core challenge emerges as the Others encroach upon your territory. You'll face intense battles against their city, testing your ability to strategize, upgrade, and protect your settlement. Dice Legacy carves a niche, blending city building with intense strategy elements. It's an engrossing experience that can be both rewarding and frustrating. The game's unique focus on dice and battling creates a distinct dynamic, though it might not suit everyone's taste. If you're seeking a city builder that offers a different kind of challenge, Dice Legacy might just roll the dice in your favor. At number 7 we have Iron Harvest, a spectacular real-time strategy game set in an alternate 1920s world inspired by World War I. The game offers an exciting and dramatic gameplay experience. The game's main attraction is the array of awe-inspiring mechs that you can command, ranging from a crack sniper lady with a pet bear, to walking oil drums armed with heavy machine guns, and even a quadrupedal personnel carrier that fires mortars from its roof. The attention to detail in the designs and animations of these war machines is delightful. The gameplay revolves around battling over resource-generating control points on the map, and destroying the enemy headquarters. The base building and maintenance aspects are streamlined, allowing the game to focus on combat and conquest. Matches start small, with infantry squads engaging in potshots, and gradually escalate to include more advanced types of infantry and powerful mechs. The spectacle of combat is phenomenal, with mechs trading massive cannon shots that leave sectors scarred and buildings reduced to rubble. The sound design creates a cacophonous hellscape that adds to the immersive experience. Iron Harvest features 3 campaigns, each focusing on a different faction and seamlessly combining into one story. The campaigns offer a mix of RTS skirmishes and character-focused missions, showcasing the variety of gameplay scenarios. However, there are some weaknesses, such as spotty cover mechanics and AI infantry running directly into the line of fire. The large, slow-moving mechs can make matches drag on excessively, but overall Iron Harvest is a solid and spectacular RTS game, standing as a worthy successor to the best games in the genre. At number 8 we have Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts. Consider a turning point for the series, adopting a more focused approach with linear yet well-crafted open areas. This shift away from the generic open world formula is a welcome change. The game offers 5 distinct locations, each of its own ambiance and objectives. These 25 contracts, completed in roughly 10 hours, provide replay value within the sandbox environments. The real star here is the sniping mechanics, which excel. You must factor in bullet drop and wind when taking your shots, and successful hits reward you with a satisfying bullet cam. Contracts encourages diverse approaches to objectives, although going in guns blazing is the least intriguing option. Sniping from a distant vantage point, sometimes up to 500 meters away, is the game's most exhilarating aspect. However, it occasionally compels you to venture closer to accomplish optional contracts. The game shines in smart level and mission design. You'll seamlessly transition from scouting enemy bases from afar to infiltrating with a silenced pistol, with a remote-controlled turret providing cover. Your arsenal includes sniper rifles and gadgets, from drones to the impressive remote sniper. Character upgrades and gear customization enhance your abilities. Earning money is swift, primarily through completing main objectives. Despite the enjoyable gameplay, some design choices and oversights are frustrating. Autosaving can be excessive, and the absence of manual saving is noticeable. Changing loadouts requires multiple steps, disrupting immersion. Minor annoyances throughout the game occasionally make it feel like a chore. In summary, Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts shines with strong sniping mechanics, smart level design, and a shift toward a more focused gameplay, despite minor annoyances. At number 9 we have Between the Stars, a game that thrusts you into the captain's chair of an interstellar cruiser, embarking on a mission to save the Republic in this captivating space action game. Since its early access debut in May 2019, it has solidified its place in the space simulation genre, offering a unique blend of RPG growth, real-time combat, and decision-making. As you traverse a procedurally generated universe, each warp jump introduces new challenges in sectors, space stations, and planets. The core gameplay revolves around intense real-time space battles against various enemies, including the formidable Children of the Sun. Special ship abilities add a strategic layer, making every encounter engaging and tactical. Ship customization is a key feature, allowing you to unlock, upgrade, and personalize different ships with unique systems and armaments. Crafting, salvaging, and researching new weaponry play a crucial role in enhancing your offensive capabilities. Crew management adds depth, requiring you to hire and upgrade your crew. Decisions made during text-based events impact the crew and the narrative, contributing to RPG growth for both captain and crew. The game's strength lies in its engaging and varied gameplay, combining space exploration, real-time combat, and RPG elements. The narrative depth, facilitated by choice-driven storylines and community interaction through channels like Discord, highlights the developer's commitment to player satisfaction. However, divisive opinions exist on the dice-based decision mechanic, and areas for improvement include refining the crafting system and easing the learning curve for ship customization and crew management. Between the Stars stands out in the space simulation genre. Ongoing development promises new features, and as you shape your own story in a vast cosmos, the game offers a compelling and immersive experience within its unique universe. And that's all for this bundle. What's interesting to me is that these 9 games that I did not initially pick still has some rough gems in it, emphasizing rough because you can't see the caps in my script, like Between the Stars and Evil Genius. Sure, they aren't perfect by any means necessary, but to some people, they're still enjoyable. In any case, kindly show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel. I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.